Hi style seekers, and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all about fashion, style, and of course how to align your inner essence with your closet. I'm Anna Patman. I'm a personal stylist, a mentor, and a person who deeply believes in the method that I call the SoulStyle. In simple words, it's when you understand your inner personality and you know how to demonstrate it through your appearance. And today we're diving into something very practical but also so essential: how to choose the perfect basic t-shirt. So before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel and share this video with anyone who you think would benefit in learning how to choose the perfect basic t-shirt. Let's get down to business, shall we? A basic t-shirt, it's not just a layering. It sets the tone, it shows your energy, it simply touches your skin. So when you choose the right one, you feel on top of the world, you feel comfortable, you feel elevated. And it becomes your everyday uniform. So let's start with something simple and make it clear once and forever. What does it mean, a basic t-shirt? A basic t-shirt is a versatile top that can be mixed and matched with anything you want. Not to mention, a basic t-shirt is the one that has more neutral colors. It has no extra zippers, details, some embroidery or fancy details, pearls, jewelry, whatever you may think of, and of course no big quotes or bold statements on it. It kind of has to be quite minimalistic in terms of the silhouette, in terms of the color, in terms of the shape and details. The more simple, the more standard and the more basic t-shirt you have, the more easier it'll be for you to mix and play with combinations every single day. Now, finally, let's dive into the key factors I promised to share that will help you to save your money, energy, when you are purchasing and looking for a good quality basic t-shirt. And let me start with the first one, the most important one. And by the way, I will be talking about it all the time. It's fabric. Fabric is the king. Remember as the mantra, fabric is the king. When I say the king, that means the quality and its composition. The ideal quality of the fabric that you will be looking in the basic t-shirt is either 100% cotton, linen, silk, or it's a mix, a combination of several fabrics in one, like cotton plus linen or linen plus silk or something in between. Let's look at my example, at my basic white t-shirt that I have in the closet in terms of fabric. So when you have a good quality fabric, you will see a good structure of the piece. It has its own shoulders in the place, nice length of the sleeve that we'll talk in a minute. We can't see through, so it's not a transparent fabric, and it has nice shape in terms of the lengths. When I would look at the composition, is 95% cotton and 5% elastin. Elastin is just needed and added to the fabric just to make it more stretchy, but overall 95% of cotton is good composition for a basic t-shirt. When you choose a cheap fabric, it simply clings, it peels, and it loses the shape. Your skin would not appreciate such fabric at all. It wants to breathe and it wants to feel comfortable in everything you put on it. Number two key factor is fit or silhouette. And silhouette is so crucial, my friends. You gotta really understand what silhouette's up to date and what's looking good. The most up-to-date silhouette of basic t-shirt, and I'll say most of the pieces, most of the tops we are wearing, is the one that has loose silhouette. Attention over here, I'm not saying oversize. I'm paying your attention to more loose silhouette. The loose silhouette is the one that has more room between your skin and the piece you're wearing. It's just simply so easy and so good to have enough space inside And if you're gonna look at myself, at the t-shirt I'm wearing right now, it's not big, right? It's not oversized, it's just simply loose silhouette. But it gives me more room, more flexibility, more comfort to move in such piece and feel amazing in it. Let's take a look at the same t-shirt in terms of the fit and silhouette. Or we can take a look even at the one I'm wearing right now. Both t-shirts has loose silhouette. In simple words, that means that the silhouette has enough room between my body and the piece I'm wearing. It's not too skinny, it's not too baggy, it's just the right silhouette that will make my body feel breathable, comfortable, and I would feel really nice during the whole day. Key factor number 3 to keep in mind when buying a good t-shirt is the length of the piece. The ideal length of the basic quality t-shirt is the mid-thigh length. Let me show you on my t-shirt. So if I untuck it from my jeans, you would see it's not cropped, it's not too long, it's right in the middle of my thigh. This length is the most flattering option, it's your best bet. If you go for a shorter, more cropped option, you would be kind of thinking, and it'll give you a much more trouble in the morning thinking, oh my gosh, how would I tuck it inside? It's too short or it's too long. I don't know how to style it. So try to focus on the mid length that you will have no problem with it, and you would be so easy, and it will be so comfortable for you to style it with anything you have in your closet. Key factor number 4, ooh, I love it. It's one of the most important and underrated criteria in the fashion world. It's the length of the sleeve. We already spoke about the length of the actual piece, which should be the mid-thigh. So now let's look at the length of the sleeve. And my question for you, and leave your comments, how do you think, what length of the sleeve is the best one in terms of the basic t-shirt? And I bet 100% of you, maybe 0.5% of you, I don't know the numbers yet, but many of you, many of you have the sleeve that is this short. And when you have the length of the sleeve like this, look what happens with my arm. Look how big and how wide it comes when I have the sleeve where the hem ends at the widest part of my arm. So when you're choosing, and look at me right now, I hope you can see this difference between this arm and this arm. Can you see that this arm is more slimmer, more fit, and it's more elongated in comparison to this one? I'm sure you see the difference. So here is your magic, and here's your secret, and here's your answer in terms of the length of the sleeve. When you choose the right basic, good t-shirt, pay attention to the mid length of the sleeve. It can even be a little bit longer than the mid part of your upper arm over here, so it could be even longer if you prefer. So overall, when your sleeve is a bit longer, it kind of hides the width and elongates your arm. Factor number 5 is color. When you choose color, keep in mind your best coloring if you know those. If you don't know, then stick to the basic colors. In other words, neutral colors, like the white color, the black, gray, the blue, even dusty pink color can work as a neutral color. The last key factor we would look at is the neckline. The shape of the neckline can be different. It can be a crew neck, it can be a V-neck or a scoop. It is all based on what face shape you have, and if you don't know, stick to the one that is most popular, and you can find it at literally any store, which is a crew neckline. Beside of the silhouette of the neckline, what I recommend you to pay attention to is to the stitching of the neckline, how it's done, how it's straight, nice and clean, inside, outside, how it's done inside, and how it does look at the back. So this stitching, as you can see around the neckline, is perfect. But also what I will be looking at the stitching at the sleeve, outside and inside. And then at the bottom, it is also important to see how it's done at the bottom, outside, at the back, and of course, inside. To summarize, choosing a good basic t-shirt requires to remember 6 key factors: a fabric, a silhouette, color, the length of the actual piece and the length of the sleeve, the neckline, and stitching all over the piece. Now you know all technical stuff. Now let's make it personal. Your basic t-shirt has to reflect your soul style, your personality. If you're a classic soul style, look for structure, clean lines, and mid-weight cotton fabric. If you're romantic soul style, maybe a soft scoop neckline and pastel colors would be a good choice for you. If you're dramatic, bold colors, cropped or oversized silhouette could be an option. If you're edgy, then unexpected colors and offbeat fit is one that you will be looking for. If you're infantile soul style, then delicate colors, minimal seams, and delicate feel will be a good option for you. And the biggest highlight in this video is it's not about basic t-shirt. It's about wearing who you are. Check the comments below. I have listed my top picks of the basic t-shirts in 3 different segments: in the mass market, in the middle market, and the luxury. These are brands I actually recommend to my clients in terms of life performance, comfort, quality, and prices. So next time you choose a basic t-shirt, remember those key factors we spoke about, and of course think of, does this piece actually demonstrate of who I am inside, of my personality? Your clothing is your energy amplifier. Let it speak for you. If this video was helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to this channel on more content about soul style, your expression, and becoming of who you are inside out. Bye, style seekers, and see you in the next one.